Hey everybody, real quick before I get into the main part of this video, I wanted to give a huge thanks to my girlfriend for getting me this gameplay and the gameplay to the video before this. I've been putting a ton of time into this video, even though it may not seem like it. I'm really new to the editing and stuff, so I've been working really hard on this video, and so she took her time to get me this gameplay so that I didn't have to take even more time to do that. So huge thanks to her. And hope you guys enjoy. I did put a lot of work into this, so I hope it helps some of you. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, first of all, there's a ton of things that a student can do to be more successful, and if this video gets a good response, I might decide to make more parts, or even make this like a complete series. I'm not sure yet, but let's get started. One of the most important parts of being a successful student, in high school or college mainly, is note-taking. Not only does it help you focus on the lesson while the teacher's teaching it, but it gives you the opportunity to review it later and help you learn it even more. Obviously you want to write down anything that sounds important or that you don't fully understand yet, but I also recommend writing down anything that you do understand if you recently learned it. And the reason for that is writing it down helps it stick in your brain, and the chances of you remembering it are a lot higher if you wrote it down, and then especially if you review it again later. If the teacher takes their time to write something on the board or the projector, it probably means that they think it's important and that you should probably have it in your notes to study or at least try to remember. It's always best to try to write down everything in your notes the shortest and quickest way that you can while still understanding it. So you can abbreviate words, and as long as you can understand it, it's okay to have in your notes. It doesn't have to look good, you just have to be able to read it and write it fast. Try to spend at least 10 minutes each week reviewing your notes, just to make sure that the ideas stay fresh in your head and you don't forget anything. This is especially helpful if you have teachers who like to give tests every 1 or 2 weeks. Motivation is important to be successful at pretty much anything, including school. In order to be successful in school, you have to want to be successful. Unless it's a really easy class where everyone passes, you have to be willing to put in effort. Attendance is very important. It makes sure that you don't miss out on any of the lesson, and it also shows the teacher that you're dedicated. If the teacher sees that you're dedicated and trying as hard as you can, they will raise your final grade sometimes if you just need a little bit of a boost to pass the class. Try to stay consistent with which time you start your homework each day. Your brain will start to realize that that time is for homework, and you'll find that it's much easier to focus on the homework. It's very helpful to have friends in your class, or at least at the same school. Having friends or a boyfriend or girlfriend gives you a positive reason to go to school, which makes it a lot easier to make yourself go every day. If you don't understand something, sometimes your friends can explain it to you in a way that's easier for you to understand. Also, if you miss a day of school, your friends can help catch you up on anything that you might have missed. If your friends are in your same class, then you can help each other study for a test by quizzing each other on the material. This can help make sure that you understand anything that might be on the test. If you don't have a way to get to school, sometimes your friends can give you a ride, especially since in college there's no free transportation to school like there is in high school. Healthiness is a lot more helpful in being a successful student than a lot of people think. Doing a few simple things can help you improve as a student more than you might know. Eating breakfast every day will give your brain nutrition, which will make it a lot easier to focus on schoolwork and not get distracted so easily. Make sure you get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. This way you're not tired in class and it's a lot easier to focus. We all know that it might be kind of hard to pay attention to something that's boring, or at least not that entertaining if you're really tired. Being healthy will obviously make it a lot easier to do well in any class that takes physical effort, such as PE or health and fitness. Blueberries have been proven to improve your memory, so if you can work them into your diet, it might just help you remember things that you learn in school. If you don't understand something or you feel lost, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you let yourself get too far behind, it can feel overwhelming, and that can cause you to want to quit school, which would be very bad. Always try to ask for help as soon as you can, because if you wait too long, you'll get even more behind, and then eventually you'll start to feel lost. Most colleges have a tutoring center available to students that they can use for free. You can go there in your free time and get help in pretty much any subject that you might be struggling in. A lot of teachers are available for communicating through email, phone, and meeting after class if you need help with anything. This is also useful if you miss a day of school and you need to contact the teacher to find out what you missed. Here's a few random things that you can do to help yourself improve as a student and be even more successful. Always try your best to have a positive attitude towards school. If you think positively about it, then it's a lot easier to go every day, and also just try to focus on how much it's going to help you in the future rather than how much you hate it right now. Always shoot for the highest grade that you can. Even if you know you only need a C to pass the class, try to get an A anyways, just because it'll make you feel better about yourself, which will make you motivated to try harder in the future. Plus, it's just a good habit to make. Make sure you include some fun in your schedule, because if you always focus on schoolwork, you're going to start to hate school really fast. Alright guys, that's all the tips I have for this video, but if you guys would like to see more of these kind of videos, then let me know in the comments below. And I did work really hard on this video, and if I helped anybody, if I helped any of you, or if you just enjoyed the video in general, then it would be really helpful to me if you liked and possibly favorited it, but you don't have to. It would just help me if you did. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, all that. Thank you guys.